Hey everyone, welcome to day 2 and the final stream of the Color Me Festive Colorathon. Give me a minute while I try to sort something out here, and we'll wait for everyone to join. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hi Charlotte, Shannon, Joey, Loretta, Nellie, Beth, Ann. Loretta, I just seen your latest Instagram post. That's a skunk, right? I'm assuming a somewhat friendly one if you were able to get that close to take a picture. Hi, Judy. Hi, JoBeth. Oh, okay. I was gonna say you're pretty brave getting that close, especially behind it too. At least it's cute though. My grandma had a pet skunk. Although she had it long before I was born, so I only ever got to see pictures. Hi, Robin. That's okay, lurk away, sweetheart. Hi, Bee. We'll wait a couple minutes for everyone to kind of join, and I figured y'all are probably getting a little bit sick of Christmas trivia or have probably been asked every question out there. So I pulled up just some conversation questions, just to see how everybody celebrates and the differences between everybody and that kind of thing. So I thought that would be fun. Yeah, I still wouldn't want to take my chances, Loretta. I've never been sprayed before, but I don't think I'd ever want to either. Hi, Michelle. I don't know, Charlotte. Maybe let it go somewhere. So I'm going to continue coloring in Gnomes in the Neighborhood, and I got a little bit more done on my page. I've been purposefully trying to leave a little bit of everything. That way, I can show you guys at least how I'm coloring everything. I'm not sure if the lighting is decent. Let me know if it is. You can also change the quality of the video. For now, it seems like it's not being all grainy, so I'm going to knock on wood that hopefully it stays that way. Hi, Morticia. Hi, Kim. Oh, thank you. So I colored in most of the trees and I started in on the snow, and I'm super happy with the snow because it literally looks like cotton candy, and oh my goodness, that's like perfect for a gnome themed book, right? Even though there's not really any gnomes on this page, but perfect for snow people too, right? So I figure for the most part we'll focus on the snow people. I'll show you guys how I did the snow and then the door and whatnot. Dad, and hello, hun. Anybody I've missed? Anybody lurking? Thank you for being here. Guys, if the lighting is too crappy, let me know and I can plug in my lamp. Hi, Nick and Tina. Unless I said hi to you already, then hi again. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. Thanks, Rochelle. I am loving it so far. Hi, Laura. Oh, you're not that late, hon. Not very late at all. Okay, good. If the lighting, because it is going to get darker, so if it does get to where it's not really working, then let me know. Yeah, isn't that neat? I love how this window turned out. I agree, Morticia. I definitely agree. Snow would be amazing right now. Hi, Jacqueline. Thanks, Nick and Tina. Okay, so I'm going to start by finishing this tree, which was actually next on my list, just because, I don't know, I feel like I need to finish the tree before I do the snow on it. I purposefully left this one tree untouched. So again, our colors for the tree is deep blue, iron green, and I'm using the Inktense, and field green and apple green. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, apple green. And then it gives us this really beautiful range of colors, and that blue and the iron green mix together so beautifully. And then I also kind of wanted to make the snow look different too. So I've kind of kept it to like more cotton candy colors up top, like pinks, purples, blues. And then on the house, I'm doing more just the blues and purples. And then in the snow, I'm doing kind of a bluey green with a yellow kind of reflection on it from our, I think it looks more like a sunrise, so I'm going to go with sunrise. Oh, thank you, Laura. Hi, Annette. Thank you, sweetheart. I decided that I think I'm going to work in the book that you gave me, the Julia Speary one, for the Disney Colorathon, because there is quite a few cute little Disney pictures in there, so I'm super excited for that. Now I just have to narrow it down to which Disney picture I want to color, because they are all absolutely beautiful. It's more going to be like, which one can I color now without, I've got a thing with saving my favorite pages. Yes, I can't wait to color it once the Disney Colorathon comes around, and once I finally pick which page, because it'll probably take me that long to decide on the page. So at least I got lots of time to think about it. Oh, the pirate lady is so cute. I think my absolute favorite picture, and I'll show you guys. I want to color it so bad, but at the same time I want to save it. I think I'm going to scan it into my phone so I can color it later. I've actually got two favorites. So this one here, she is just precious. She's a little kitty. How cute is this? And then this one here, it's like a steampunk kitty. Of course, it's like both the cat pages. Those are my two favorites in the entire book. The cover one is beautiful too. There's so many pretty pages in there. I'm excited to color in that one. So I'm kind of glad that I'm not streaming next month aside from the Disney Colorathon, because I can actually focus a little bit more on coloring and getting some recording done and hanging out with my boys. So I am looking forward to that. When I told Rain that I wasn't going to stream for August, he looked at me. He's like, "Are you feeling okay?" It's like, yes. I can tell he's excited too. He's very supportive about me YouTubing, but I can tell he's excited to not have our Mondays and Wednesdays dictated by our streams. I told him don't get used to it though, because I'm definitely going to be back in September, so I might have different stream times depending on my job hunt, but we'll see. Annette, if you have a smartphone, I use an app called Scanner app, or Cam Scanner app, I think is what it's called, and it actually works really good. One thing I try to do though is I try to scan the image 5 or 6 times just to be on the safe side, because sometimes it kind of comes out gray looking for some reason. So I usually try to scan it 5 or 6 times, so hopefully 1 out of those 5 or 6 scanned properly. And I usually do get lucky. Hi Diane, anybody else I missed? Sorry, I'm in this mindset where when I'm coloring it's a little bit hard to multitask more than usual, so I apologize. Oh, that sounds fun, Loretta. Did you guys see Sammy's and Honor's pictures from the Galaxy Girls PDFs? Oh my goodness, they are beautiful. Which book was what, Kim? The one that I showed? The one that I showed with the little kitty girls was Whimsical Wonders by Julia Sperry. Hopefully I'm saying her name right. Well, not really back to work. I was never actually really working. I was 19 and, I was kind of stupid at 18 and I dropped out of high school. So I was 19 when I found out that I was pregnant with Carbon, and I was working on finishing high school. And of course it was like right at the end too. So, I had morning sickness and the whole shebang while taking my finals and stuff. So thankfully the teachers were like really understanding, and they were actually really excited for me too, which is pretty cool. But we always lived in super small towns growing up. So there was really no jobs available, and the ones that were always taken, and usually by like the local kids because their parents owned it and that kind of thing. So aside from helping out at my grandma's bar when I was of age, and at my friend's restaurant, well, my friend's parents' restaurant, of course, I never really did officially work anywhere. I mean, unless I had a paper route as a kid. I'm not really sure if that counts. I don't even think that paper runs anymore, so I don't think I could use that as a reference. And I did volunteer at a bottle depot for work experience in high school, but that's about it. But yeah, I do want to go to work. No problem, Kim. Because y'all know that I do plan on going to Hannah's coloring retreat next year, so I gotta save up for that. Which old job? Which one? Honestly, I'd love to like work at Walmart, just like stocking shelves and like putting labels on stuff and that kind of thing, where like I don't have to deal with a lot of people, because just thinking about it makes my heart start pounding. I don't know why. Like, I'm totally cool sitting here coloring with you guys on YouTube, but if you guys were in my house, I would be so awkward and weird. I'm not even kidding. Like, Rain gives me crap for it all the time. I'll run into like a friend, which even my friends, I usually try to, turn the other way so they don't recognize me, or like, try to get out of there so I don't have to talk to them. And it sounds so bad because I like them, but I'm just not good at communicating. But, sometimes they'll see me and they'll come over and be like, hi, and Rain's never met them before or something because, again, socially awkward. And he'll just be standing there awkwardly, and like I won't think to introduce him or anything, and then always after he's like, well, thanks. And then I always feel bad, but yeah. Social anxiety is a thing, and it freaking sucks. Oops, I just closed my chat. Hold on here. Oh, that's cool, Shannon. That's good to know, Annette, because everybody's always like, oh, you'll grow out of that when you get older. You're not going to care so much. And I always think, like, I'm really doubtful on that. Like, I hope it's true, but I have a feeling that it's not going to be true. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to be like this my whole life. And, I'm fine with it. It does suck sometimes, but, I've kind of accepted who I am. And I do try to get out of my comfort zone sometimes. But, it is what it is, really. I'm just so glad Carbon is such an outgoing person, and he's not shy at all. He is the complete opposite of Rain and I. He'll talk to everybody, even if they don't talk to him first, and he just goes out of his way to be nice to people, which I love. Like, I'm always nice to people, but I won't, like, go out of my way to do something unless I'm kind of, already there. Exactly, Judy. And I used to feel bad about it, but... Because I know Laura was talking about it last night, and she was talking about how she's always been like that. And, I kind of was to a degree, but, I don't really remember being this anxious, like, back in, like, early high school or, elementary or anything. Like, I remember keeping to myself, but I don't remember, like, getting close to having panic attacks or anything like that. So I'm not sure when it started. I think it was around the time Carbon was born, which was actually Actually, when my ex took his life too, so it could be a mixture of the two or one of the two. I'm not really sure. But I do hope to kind of overcome it a little bit if I can. Just because I do feel like I miss out on a lot. And that is the part that I don't like about it. Sorry guys, not really looking at chat at the moment. Kind of gotta work quick with these Inktense. Okay, there is our tree done. It is, yeah. Even Rain's always like, just don't think about it. And I'm like, and he says that he has anxiety too, and I do think that he does. But then he tells me not to think about it, and I'm like, dude, like, don't you think that if I could do that, I would? Like, it's not that easy. So that's even coming from somebody who does have anxiety. He still doesn't quite understand when it's worse. So yeah, there's definitely a stigma to it, that's for sure. Hi, Corbett. Oh, well, that's pretty mean, Diane. But, I mean, as long as it worked for her. You can use just Color Me Festive, or you can use Color Me Festive 2, which is what me and Tina kind of decided on officially, because we've done Color Me Festive before, so this is our second time doing it, but it's the first time that we've turned it into a colorathon. And I also forgot to mention that my hashtag for this month is Coloring Christmas in July. So you can also double up and use that hashtag too if you want. And I was thinking, instead of making a Color Me Festive album on my Instagram, I'm just going to take all the Christmas pictures and put it into my Coloring Christmas in July one anyways, so... Okay, so first Christmas question. Did it snow last year where you live at Christmas? It did here. I don't know if it snowed on Christmas, but I know there was snow on the ground at least. No, see, that'd be weird for me, Deb. I don't think I could go anywhere where it didn't snow on Christmas. I don't know. I'm going by just snow on the ground. Judy. Thanks, Shannon. Yeah, those ones. Any of those or a combination or all of them is totally fine. I'm just going by, like, was there snow on the ground at Christmas time? It didn't have to, like, physically snow, but was there snow on the ground? Okay, so for this cotton candy types, I just realized I left this one too. I think I'm gonna grab my light. I think the lighting's all right for you guys, but it's kind of a little bit hard on my eyes, so I'm gonna grab my lamp. And then we were also talking about Spooktober at Nick and Tina's stream earlier. And that is something that me, Nick, and Tina have kind of had on the go since last year after October, actually, is when we thought about it. Or maybe it was after December. I think it was December. So it's been something that we knew that we were going to plan for this year, but it will be the first one, and that will be in October. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely keep an eye out. We'll probably start planning it the end of September-ish, beginning of September even. We'll see. There we go. Really, Nick and Tina, you didn't have snow at Christmas last year? Oh, and that's awesome, Nick and Tina. Yeah, that's another thing, Morticia. I feel like I try a lot of those tips that everybody tries to give, like yoga and meditation and all that, which I do personally. I force myself to do it. But what a lot of people don't think of, because they don't understand, is that when you're depressed, it's so hard to make yourself do anything. But that being said, I do force myself to do it, and I have to say that I do notice an improvement in my mental state when I do. So whenever somebody says that, I just try to think that at least they mean well, right? I try to think the positive about it, like they're trying to help you. They're not trying to be condescending, but I think that's another thing. When you're depressed, you're kind of a little bit overly sensitive to remarks about it. I'm not saying that it's wrong to be, but you just kind of are. Oh, definitely, Annette. Definitely. I feel like my anxiety alone actually puts me in that fight or flight stage lots. And I always feel bad because it's usually when me and Rain are in an argument and then my anxiety goes through the roof and I just completely shut him out. Like, I can't deal. He didn't get it when we first started going out, but after a while he did. Yeah, I hear you there, Morticia. That is very true. I've never been afraid to talk about it, but ever, because it's just, I don't know, it is what it is, and it's definitely there, and a lot more people suffer from it than not. It's just usually a lot of people that suffer from it actually are the ones that don't really feel comfortable talking about it, which is kind of surprising, but even as someone who, you know, is okay talking, I do kind of understand. I forgot the pink. So for the snow here on the trees, I'm using a combination of colors. And the colors that I'm using are mauve, periwinkle blue, and these are in the Neo colors, sky blue, blue turquoise, and pink. And I'm just taking them off of this little board here, which is actually a cutting board, but it's textured and it works, and it's super dirty, so well loved. Very well loved. Hi, Bunny. Yeah, that is awful, Morticia. Whoever said that can't be too happy with their own lives, though, honestly, because I don't know. It's a lot easier to be nice than it is to be mean. At least in my experience. But then again, I always try to be my best self, even if, you know, I'm kind of hurt in a situation. I always try to be the bigger person, and I'm human. I admit sometimes I don't succeed in it, but I try. And that's really all you can do, right? So I'm just pulling these colors off the board. just little tiny bits at a time to kind of make them even more pastel than they already are. And they are pretty pastel already. Oh, Jody. I think I did that one already, but it obviously was not very dark. Uh-oh. And I'd already gone over that with white pencil, so now it's kind of looking funny. Hopefully I can fix that. Okay. Let's see if I can find another question here. Okay, do you have a traditional style Christmas, or do you guys have like your own ones that, you know, a lot of people don't really do? This snow is so light, you guys might not even be able to quite see that. So I'm gonna quickly zip over the snow so that way we can start working on something else. Shannon. It's funny when they do that, huh? Hi, Pat. Hi, Tanya. Sleep for the rest of the day. I think we have a pretty traditional Christmas. We usually spend Christmas Eve at my mom's. And then Christmas Day we'll kind of wake up and kind of do our thing, open presents. And then we will go over to the mother-in-law's, and she always throws a huge breakfast. She does bacon and eggs and Belgian waffles with whipped cream and strawberries. And then we open up the presents there. And then pretty much hang out there for the rest of the day. And she also does Christmas supper and stuff. And then I also like every New Year's Eve we do board games over there, which is always super fun. And it gets more and more fun each year as Carbon gets older, and then he's able to play more games. Oh yeah, Judy, I forgot about that part. Usually Rain and his mom will get into it, and then everybody will just kind of flee to different directions, myself included. Otherwise, like, I'm not getting involved. Then again, that's me. I never get involved. Hi, Mary. Anybody else I missed? Sorry, I was in the middle of chat. I'm pulling a pat here. I'm working my way back to the bottom. Hi, Kylara. Huge hugs to you too, sweetheart. Are you back home now? If you don't want to stay on chat, I totally understand. Okay, I'm at the bottom now. You guys are chatty. Holy, 2 seconds. Mr. Stitch is at the door. Hello, sir. You already had food, so if that's what you're after, that's a big no. You don't get any more till before bed. I actually had to laugh at Rain last night too, because one of the cats jumped up on the bed, and as they jumped, they made the little murr sound that they always make, and Rain's like, oh, there's our girl, there's Lilo, and I'm like, that's not Lilo, and he's like, yeah, it is. And I was like, okay, well, maybe. Like, it's dark. I can't see anything. But I'm like, that doesn't sound like Lilo. And then I start petting the cat, and I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure that's Stitch. And Rain's like, no, it's not. How would you know? I'm like, well, Lilo's fur is like a bunny. The fur is so soft. Stitch is not quite as soft as Lilo. So I grabbed my phone and used the light to see which cat it was. And sure enough, it was Stitch. Rain looks at me. He's like, how did you know? I'm like, I know my cats. When you're a crazy cat lady, you can tell them apart even in the dark. Yeah, you knew it was you. But it's also very rare that he jumps up on our bed too, and he even tried to cuddle with Rain, which like never happens. So I don't blame Rain for being skeptical. Yeah, what are you doing? Are you coming up? You can come up. Hey, big guy. You're gonna lay down, aren't you? Of course you are. Yeah, why wouldn't you? Oh, sorry guys, his tail knocked the camera. Bye, Annette. Hope you have a wonderful evening, sweetheart. Oh, I hope you feel better soon, sweetheart. Hopefully you get to go home soon too. You're in such a weird mood today. First this morning, trying to cuddle with your daddy, and then coming and laying on my page. It's very rare that he does this. I remember last year, well, even the year before too, he'd always, like, recording stuff and live streams, he'd always come and lay on the pages, and now it's just like every once in a while. Okay, if you start trying to eat my crayons, I will boot you down. Okay, since we are being taken over by Mr. Stitch here, oh, now he's gonna move as soon as I say that. Let's see. Okay, what do you eat for Christmas dinner? Like, what is your main thing? A lot of people eat turkey or like ham. We usually end up doing both. Do you want up? Look, you can go this way if you want. I know the desk is super crowded. He's like, Mom, I can't get up there. Holy tail. Oh, prime rib. That's interesting. Will you get up on the shelf? Hey, you. I'm talking to you. Get up there. Go on, get up there. And no. Real hard with a child to handle what, Rochelle? Sorry, sweetheart, I'm a little confused. Enchiladas, that sounds really good. Honestly, I think I'm gonna ask my mother-in-law for Christmas this year if we can do like some kind of like seafood style. I think that'd be pretty cool. It'd be better than the turkey and ham that we do every year. Like shrimp cocktails and stuff like that would be really good. You are almost way too big to be up on my desk. Stitch. That sounds really good too, Bunny. You like that light, don't you? Is it warm? Yeah, it is. It's pretty warm. It's so pretty. I was trying to get him to show his face. His head is like the size of my hand. He is a huge, he's literally taking up like most of my desk right now. Doesn't help that it's like insanely cluttered too. Okay, I'm gonna have to boot you down. You know that, right? Mm-hmm. You'd sleep there all day, I know you would. He's pretending like he's ignoring me. Get here. Watch how fast he jumps down. Oh, you are silly. Here, I'll give you that. You win. Oh, you jerk. You bent my page. Good that he's cute. Mm. Okay, so I'm going to tackle the snow on the house now. And what I've kind of done with that is kind of like the same colors, mostly the blues and the purples, but I want them darker. So I'm not going to do them quite as light as I did the other ones. I can't decide. I wanted your guys' opinions on a few things, just to bounce some ideas off of you, because I'm super indecisive. For the snow, I was wondering if I should outline it in white. I mean, it's snow, so it technically should be white, but I'm on the fence because I kind of like the black lines of it. So I'm kind of on the fence on that one. Oh, that was way too bright. Uh-oh. Grabbed a little too much color there. I had noticed that my page has now just done that super fuzzy thing that it did earlier. Hold on, let me see if I turn my light off. It'll go away. Nope, that definitely did not help, did it? It's got to be something with the line work in this book. It's driving me crazy. Okay, let's bring up the Kirby page and see what that does. Still the same thing. I don't understand why it's doing that. Oh, see, now it's kind of, is it normal? I think it's kind of actually normal now, actually. Maybe that did help. Very helpful, Laura. Thank you. Why, do you guys see cat hair? I see a couple bits here and there, but not too crazy. Yeah, because it just did it again. It's got to be the line art. Yeah. Hi, little miss. What you doing? Are you hungry? You're always hungry. There you go. You just had your food, sir. Go have a nap. Sorry, guys. Hopefully it doesn't bother you too much. That's really unfortunate because this book is beautiful. I'm not sure. I was hoping once I had more color on it that it wouldn't do that anymore, but apparently not. Yeah, it is pretty cool, Rochelle. He gets so excited. Like, to the point, like, he can't sleep. Okay, how old were you when you found out the big secret about Christmas? And you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go too into detail because I'm not sure where he is. I think I was about 9. It's because we had Christmas at my grandpa's and I always slept on the couch with him. So my mom had to bring everything out. Excuse you. Apparently my lamp smells interesting. If you want up, you're gonna have to come this way and up. Really? Oh, these cats. What is with you guys? She is crazy. She's been lovey all day, this one. I was actually sitting on the couch having supper with the boys. We started a movie, and she came up and she kind of crawled on my lap awkwardly, and she like started to fall, so I went to catch her. So she just laid in my hand for like 20 minutes because of course I didn't want to move her. So she just laid there expecting me to hold her, and she slept for 20 minutes. My hand is falling asleep and Rain's looking at me like, why don't you put her down? But of course he didn't actually say that because he knows that I wouldn't. 4, Laura. Really? Wow, that's pretty young. Tip. Oh, thanks, Pat. Rochelle, I'd have to fight you on that one. I suppose I can share her, though. Oh, you want out? You want out? Of course you do. You just wanted to come in and sit down and say hi to everybody and drink some water and then go, right? You're so cute. Oh, that's awesome, Robin. Thanks, Nick, Tina, and Mia. I have to say, I'm quite enjoying this. This page and then just the whole Colorathon in general. I'm super happy with how it's turned out, and I want to thank all of you for making it super amazing, those of you who streamed and participated in the chats. So thank you to each and every one of you for making it so awesome. Oh, there, our line work went all fuzzy again. I don't know if there's a way that I can make it stop doing that. I was wondering why this was getting really hard. My water brush is out of water. Okay, hold on guys, I gotta go fill this up and I'll be right back. Okay. Do you use a fake tree or buy a real tree every year? We have a white fiber optic tree, and Rain has a love-hate relationship with it. It was my request. Our mother-in-law, my mother-in-law, his mother, actually bought the tree for us as a housewarming gift because we moved into this house on the 5th of December, like 5 years ago, almost 5 years now. So she bought us a tree, and I requested a white one. And Rain loves the idea of having like a real tree. And he's kind of upset now because since we have cats, there is no way that I would be getting a real tree. And this Christmas will be interesting because it will be Miko's first Christmas with us. And I know already that she's going to be in that tree every chance she gets. So it's going to be super fun to keep her out of it. Lilo actually doesn't bother with the tree too much, and Stitch loves to sleep under it. As soon as we put the tree up last year, that was just where you always found him. And he would take his toys and put them around him, and he'd just sleep there under the tree with his toys. Literally the cutest thing ever. That is an interesting idea, Laura, because that's one thing that I didn't really like about, you know, getting a real tree, because I always thought that people just like threw them out after, and I don't know. Even though the trees are like raised for just being Christmas trees, it seems so wasteful to me. And I don't mean to offend anybody that does do that, but I don't know, I just never really thought about planting it after though. That's a really good idea. Oh, that sounds beautiful, Judy. Mine's white, and then we've got a whole bunch of blue ornaments. And it's kind of cool. I don't think we'll ever change it because our ornaments are blue. And then every year, Carbon gets to pick out his own ornament. So his are always colorful. So every year the tree just gets a little bit more colorful, and all of the color is from him, and I love that. Hi, Cindy. Blue balls. Oh, I'm sorry, Rochelle. The smell on them would be amazing for sure. I'm pretty sure like cleaning up after them would probably not be very fun though. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't imagine that being very fun. Oh, that's not too bad. Thanks, Rochelle. That's awesome, Nick and Tina. My kitty hair. I think that's all the snow on the house, aside from this little bit here, but I'll do some of the snow later on too. Robin, no, it's the Neocolor Tews, and if you want the colors of it as well, I'd be more than happy to tell you what they are. Okay, I'm going to switch to my Inktense for a little bit here. Let's attempt the smoke. Or, yeah, we'll try and do the smoke in Inktense. Okay, so I'm bringing Payne's Gray and Neutral Gray for that. Hi, Hydra. So that's the Payne's gray. I'm going to throw some neutral gray in there too. And that's the darker of the two, so I'm going to use this more so for shadows. And then I think I'm also going to throw a little bit of blue in here too. Because why not? I'll make it look a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to grab the, let's see. I think I'm going to grab the Lagoon. I'm going to really light go over this. I want it to have kind of like a blue hue, but not too blue. Hopefully it's not too much. Those are always the best smuggles. Okay, how long do you keep your Christmas decorations up? Or let's make this a two-part. When do you put them up and how long do you keep them up for? For us, it's the 1st of December, and then last year we didn't take them down till just before Carbon's birthday, which was in February. And Carbon was so sad to see the tree go. We had everybody over for his birthday, and they would have thought we were crazy if we still had our tree up. I suppose not everybody does, Judy. But yeah, most people do. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Cindy. Have you been playing Clash recently? I haven't seen you on in a while. It is you that plays, right? I might be getting you mixed up with someone else, but I'm pretty sure it's you. Hi, Elaine. I don't think any of ours are still up. The lights might still be hanging up outside. I don't think so. I think Rain took those down. But yeah, I agree with that, Charlotte. I think Christmas lights, like outdoor Christmas lights, should be left up all year because then you don't have to hang them. No joke though, our neighbors across the street and just a little bit over from us, they keep their Christmas decorations up all year, and they even turn them on every once in a while too at night. Pretty sure they're crazy. They seem happy though, so. Okay, next I'm going to grab the ink black. And we'll move up a little bit here. That's awesome, Robin. I'm so happy to hear that. So I'm not completely happy with how the house turned out. I mean, I'm not going to make up my mind yet because, you know, I might love it after. But after I had it finished, because I did this in the Payne's gray, and then I actually did the rocks in the neutral gray, which is what I used for the shadows here. And what I should have done was done the house in the neutral gray, and then either kept this dark or done the Payne's gray. I think it would have contrasted better rather than, you know, kind of looking the same. So I did go over it with white pencil to try and kind of knock it back a little bit, and I do like it a little bit better now. But yeah, I wish I would have done it a little bit differently, but at the time it seemed like a good idea. Good night, Hydra. Oh, I see. That's okay, hon. You know, there's playback for a reason. Thanks, Bee. Oh no. Yeah, I plugged my phone in earlier when we went for ice cream and supper, which, you know, was fun coming back because when we went for ice cream, it was right after Heather was done streaming and Pat was just coming on. And the boys wanted to go for a quick drive and get some ice cream, so we're like, why not? And then we're looking off in the distance, and oh my goodness, it was just gray, like an ugly, ugly gray. So we're like, okay, great, a storm's coming in. The ice cream shop that we go to is like 5 minutes away from us, maybe. So 5 minutes driving there, 5 minutes home, maybe 5 minutes standing in there waiting for the ice cream to be scooped. So 15 minutes total. By the time I got out of the ice cream shop, the wind was just insane. We come home, and of course Carbon didn't pick up some of his toys, so unfortunately some of them ended up in our neighbor's yard, which she's very sweet. She went and grabbed them for us. But it actually knocked our fence down. So Rain is not too happy about that. But I'm hoping that our neighbors will pay for most of it, and then, because Rain said that he'll do the labor, he'll put the fence up, and then he would actually prefer it that way because then he knows it's done properly. He's quite the handyman, so hopefully they'll pay for most of it, and then he'll do labor costs. And unfortunately for them, their fence in the back, so it went down. Here, I'll show you guys a picture. It went down between our yards, and then in their back, like the back near the back, theirs also went down, and it landed right on top of her corn. I feel so bad. Oh, I might have to make this brighter. Hold on here. So yeah, not fun. It's a really old fence though. It probably should have been redone forever ago. It's all rotty. rotting and molded and fun. Yeah, ice cream, Mia. I had raspberry cheesecake, and the boys, of course, got their usual root beer float. They seem addicted to that one. Whereas me, I'm still on the hunt to try all the ones that I like, because they don't have all the flavors in at one time. They kind of get them here and there, and some of them sell out super quick. So I can find out which ones I like, and then when I'm there, I can make a better informed decision on how long something's gonna last. So I'll like grab it if it's one that disappears quick, that kind of thing. Yeah, we're addicted to ice cream. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, Mommy.
My favorite flavor so far, at least out of there, actually probably out of like all ice cream I've ever had, is red velvet.
Mommy, do you want the door open?
Close, please.
By Audrey told?
Yeah. Thanks,
Alright.
sweetheart. For that little bit of snow there. Oh, and I wasn't even done up here either. My goodness. Another thing that I was going to ask you guys, because most of these windows are the same for the most part, except for this one here. It's got like a weird pattern on it. I wanted to see what your guys' thoughts were on whether I should just do that like the other windows, or like whether that would kind of be better as a stain window, or what do you guys think? Rocky Road is pretty good. There's so many there that I want to try, and I haven't caught them in there yet, but when I do, I definitely will. They've got one that tastes exactly like coffee, though, and it is amazing. Okay, hold on. I'm going to turn my actual light on, and that will probably help me quite a bit. Okay. This window right here. See, it's got like these little cross patterns. Cookie dough is always good. Yeah, I do agree there. That's usually my go-to if I'm unsure or if there's nothing else that I like. No, you're probably right. And I think a big thing about that is because he's actually talking properly quite a bit now. He's been going to speech therapy, so his speech has actually improved quite a bit. Mint chocolate chip is another good one. I love anything mint though. S'mores, that would be amazing. Yeah, Cindy. Yeah, I'm completely on board with that. We had a place where I grew up for the most part that we always went down to get soft ice cream, and that is always what we got. Those were always the best. Okay, we've got 2 for stained glass, so we'll do that. And I think just to keep it going with the picture, let's firstly I'll grab the Neo colors. I'm going to use some of the Sky colors, but the ones that aren't really in the snow very much. So definitely want some jade green in there. Where did I put those anyways? Where did they go? Oh, I'm losing it, guys. Oh, I put my book over top of them. There they are. Hope you need to say what? Match it with the sky? Just gonna put little bits of the jade green in here. Let's put in that orange for sure, because that's not in any of the snow. And then I think we'll throw in a little bit of pink to kind of mix the two together. Maybe the salmon, because that was another sky color that's not in the snow. Okay, and then I'll just very carefully activate those. I want them to kind of blend, but I don't really want to muddy up the color, so I'm going to be really careful and do one triangle at a time. Yep, I like that. From what you can see of it, oh my goodness, that is really, it's driving me crazy how blurred it is. It's so strange. See if I can get it to focus so you guys can kind of see. No, that did not work that time. Oh well, you guys will probably just have to wait to see it unblurred when I post it, which will hopefully be tomorrow, but we'll see, because I told the boys that I'm going to hang out with them tomorrow. I've got a little bit of recording to do for the color along for next month, which I've still not finished. Hi Sarah! Hi anybody else who's joined. I'm not doing very good at, it's not blurred anymore. I'm not doing very good at multitasking, so I do apologize. Okay, let's finish up this door. So for the door, I'm using Bark and Baked Earth, which are the two colors that I'm also using for the tree trunks. But I've thrown a little bit of willow in there too, because it's kind of bigger areas, so. And it's back to being blurry again. At least it showed you guys for a second there. Thanks, Sarah. Oh, thanks, Mia. I wasn't thinking I should have done this side of the door today, because this side would have been a lot easier to do. And my plan was to hopefully show you guys how I was going to do everything on this page, but I don't even think I will be able to get the chance to. But you know what? It's not meant to be a color along or anything anyways. And as always, I'll have the list of colors used, this pretty much on my blog when I post this, well, when I update it, which will be the end of the month or beginning of next month. Again, when you guys see my June and July finished flips video, you'll know that my blog has been updated. Okay, good night, Charlotte. I hope you have a good sleep, sweetheart. Oh, I meant to ask you before you go, how was Zadie's birthday party? Hopefully you'll get lots of pictures from that. Oh, I was not done with that color. What am I thinking? I use the bark for the shadows and then also pretty much on like all of these lines for the wood, which I think kind of made it look cool, but no, either way I'm going to stick with it because it'd look funny if I didn't now. Oh, I hope she had fun and I hope you get lots of pictures, hun. Okay, sleep well. Oh my goodness, those people are ridiculous. This white van driving by the street, well, not by the street, on the street in front of my house. And they've got their doors open, a bunch of teenagers, and they're hanging out of it. It's really dangerous. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, that's probably something I would have done as a teenager, but still, I'm amazed I'm alive. Okay, baked earth. That is very true. Although I think once I got pregnant with Carbon, well, even before that, I smartened up at around 17. But, you know, I was kind of a hellion before then, so by the time that I was actually like of age and older, I kind of had already outdone it and was not really interested in it anymore. Sounds like my little guy is in bed. I'm just gonna go give him a kiss goodnight and I'll be right back. Oh, hello, Lilo. Hi, Kimmy. Joey! Hi, sweetheart. Thanks. I almost missed ya. Going to grab me a box, huh? You're such a good girl. Okay, there we go. There's the door done. See if I can zoom in a little bit here. I don't know if that'll help our fuzziness issue, but I actually did for a minute anyways. I bet it'll probably do it again, but I'm gonna knock on wood, so hopefully it doesn't. Yes, anybody who didn't watch Laura's live stream last night, seriously, go back and watch at least the first 30 minutes and thank me later. You will love it, I promise. You closed caption your videos? That is pretty cool. Okay, so for the windows, I kind of chose an interesting color combination, but I think it really worked. And I was kind of on the fence about doing it, but the colors that I used is dark aquamarine and teal green. So for the most part, I'm doing mostly the dark aquamarine, and I just want to make it kind of dark near the edges of the windows. But that teal green really adds a really neat color to it as well. Okay, so there's the dark aqua. And then just a little bit of teal green, and I'm not going to color this over everything. I'm just going to kind of lightly bring it in over top of the dark aqua, and then fade it out, still leaving some white spaces. And then I'm going to go in on those white spaces and use that to kind of activate. I'm going to pull a little bit of color into them, but for the most part, I'm going to leave them really light. And I know this doesn't quite look like this yet. I'm going to have to wait for that to dry, and then I'll show you my last step for that. Me too, Laura. I don't think you were too hard to understand. Or really, I don't think you were hard to understand at all. Bunny, I'm the last one streaming. It was just a 2-day thing. So just yesterday and today. So tomorrow we go back to normal stream times. But I can post April Sarah's link if you want. If you don't know who streams normally on Sundays. Okay, and then for the gold, I already had in mind what I wanted to do. I'm kind of zoomed in, so you're not going to be able to see the whole thing, but I'm sure a lot of you guys will recognize this anyways. It is Paris from Lizzie Mary Collins' A Magical City, and I did the color along with Peter Hewitt. So I really liked this color here. I wanted a little bit of a brighter gold, so I actually went for the sun yellow, whereas Peter uses golden yellow. So I'm using willow, mustard, and sun yellow, and that'll be for the gold bits, which I'm also going to do on the door here because I figured that would look pretty awesome. Oh no, I forgot the doorknob. How can I forget the doorknob? Which way do I want to put the shadows on this? Let's go this way. Sun yellow. Hi, Donna. That's okay, sweetheart. Lurk away. Thanks for being here. Guys, I hope you don't mind, but I'm actually going to have to flip this upside down to make sure we can still see the door. And I'm totally slacking on these Christmas questions. Okay, what do you want Santa to bring you for Christmas this year? For me, it would be polychromos. I haven't even tried out the ones I have, but I still want them anyways. And I'm sure I'll probably love them. Okay, there we go. Yeah, just one thing. So what do we got? We got luminance. A new Fitbit. That's an interesting one. $20. I hear you, bunny. Travel watercolor brush. That'd be cool. Oh, good night, sweetheart. I hope you get more sleep, hon. And I hope you dream of all things glittery and beautiful, just like you. Okay, so this window should be dry enough now. I'm going to come up in with the sherbet lemon, or is it sorbet lemon? One of the two. And I'm just going to lightly color over top of what I've got here. And I'm not even going to activate this. I'm just going to leave it. and that window is done. And I think I'm going to do the same thing with this one here. Because I imagine that all the lights are on in the house, so add a little bit of color to that. And then I'm also going to take my white luminance pencil, and everybody's always talking about the buff titanium, and I realized after I bought this that it was just plain white, was not paying attention. I meant to get the buff titanium, so maybe in the future. But on those trees that I just did today, the snow parts anyways, I'm going to come in with this and go over top of them. They're already pretty light, but I find going over top of them kind of gets rid of some of the streakiness that it kind of gives off. And then if it's too bright like this purple here, it does mute it down a little bit, so it is helpful. All of the cat hair is starting to appear. That is true, Deb. I didn't, Mia. Now I'm curious though. We'll have to look into that. Although in my experience, anything metallic aside from watercolors don't usually look very good. But I love Derwent, so anything that they put out, I would definitely be interested in. I don't know, I'm pretty sure everybody says that it's like the best white pencil out there, or at least I assume so, because that's the name that sticks in my head when I think of white for some reason, so I could be wrong. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay. Let's put some reflections on these windows. Okay, I'll definitely watch that then. Yeah, Sarah, most metallic pencils that I've tried are just hard. They're not very metallic. Limited edition, of course they are. Mia, you're not helping me save money. Okay, so just a couple slanted strokes on the windows, kind of make them look reflective. And then I'll try and do the same thing on this one as well, I think. I don't know if it'll show up though, because this one's quite a bit lighter. And my Uniball Sigma pen only likes to work with me. Yeah, it's not even really showing up. That's okay. I think I've seen that done before. It looks really interesting. Okay, I think to finish off today, and it'll probably take me the rest of the time, but I think I'm going to finish up the snow on the bottom. Just because I find that that is the part that I'm struggling with the most, so I'd like to get that done, and then hopefully the rest of this picture will just fly fast because I'd like to have it done before July's over. Don't forget anything Christmassy that you guys colored. There is 3 hashtags that you could possibly use. Actually, technically 4 because I forgot about Jen over at Reading with Pugs and Shalene. I think it's Shalene. It's either Shalene or Grace. I can't remember. No, it was Shalene. Their hashtag is coloring in July, or Christmas in July 2019, I think. Okay, so the colors for the snow on the bottom that I'm using are Jade Green. And these are in the Neo colors. And then Periwinkle Blue. That's awesome, Nick. And then let's see, the other one is Turquoise Blue. And then I'm just going over top with the Lemon Yellow, just kind of as a reflection from our sky. I have a tutorial planned for white hair eventually, but I cheat and use a Posca pen. But I can't think off the top of my head anybody who does. I'm sure if you search coloring white hair tutorial, something might pop up. You can always kind of check them out a little bit and see if it's what you're looking for. So for the most part, I'm keeping the Periwinkle Blue to the bottom. I don't know why, but I'm finding working down here seems to be so much harder than working up top. I'm definitely having troubles blending these colors. So I'm finding it's kind of like shadowing through the paper, and I come really close to the paper getting mad at me. But so far, I've been able to avoid it. Hopefully I can continue to. So I'll be happy once this part is done. And then that yellow is always just a bit too bright, so I go back in with the jade green to kind of knock it back a little bit. So you can kind of see what I mean here, maybe, if the camera's picking this up. So once the paper gets really wet, you really got to be careful I'm going to switch to a different water brush here, see if that helps a little bit. Does anybody else find that these water brushes love to just spit out a gigantic amount of water as soon as you flip them upside down? Unless they're supposed to do that. It's very annoying. I'm having more trouble with this one than I was with the other one. Ah, Nick, you're funny. I'm not streaming next month aside from Vicky's Colorathon. Plus, as fun as the Colorathons are, I wouldn't want to do them too often because I feel like we do kind of step on people's toes. I noticed there was a few people that didn't stream today that normally would have, and I think it's because of the event. So, while I'm totally okay with doing it every once in a while, I definitely, don't want to make a nuisance of myself, so to speak. If that makes sense, hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Plus, I've decided that August is my vacation month. Oh, I was wondering when you were going to start up with that, Shannon. That's awesome, Bunny. I'm super excited for that one too. I think I'll stream for okay. My brain needs to start working with my mouth here. I think I'm going to stream once each day. Unless someone, needs time, then I'll give up my time if I need to. I'll make sure to keep one. But I want to make sure that everybody gets a spot. I'm going to throw a little bit of yellow underneath this door. Kind of seem like the light from inside the house is kind of leaking outside underneath. You are play? I'm sorry, Nick, I don't know what you mean. Oh, Deb, I hope you do. Oh, I got you. Sorry, Nick. I'm easily confused today. I apologize. I'm slow. Sorry guys, kind of in the zone right now. Finding the faster I work with these colors, the easier they kind of blend a bit. I don't know why I have such problems down here. Probably because it's a bigger space, I bet. Thanks, Joey. Really don't like this spot though. I don't want to kill that spot either, so I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. Thanks, Mia. Thankfully, snow doesn't have to look perfect, so it's definitely working in my favor. Just this last little bit to go. Oh, for snow. Bunny, I recommend checking out Peeta Hewitt. She has a tutorial. And then also Dee Dee did a tutorial. Both did snow, I believe, in... I'm pretty sure it was Mythomorphia. I could be wrong. It was one of Kirby's books. Both of them did. I know that much. But yeah, I think Peeta used pencils. I could be wrong. And I think Dee Dee used Neocolors. I can't quite remember, but definitely worth checking out. Oh, did we? I like how she straight up said she was a troll. What's wrong with the T word? Oh. I think they usually tend to come in groups regardless. But I think a lot of them also have multiple profiles, so that way as soon as they're blocked from a channel, they come back. Because usually I get the Trump trolls, and it's all like different variations of names, including involving Trump. So those are the usual ones that come to my stream. Well, at least his or her name was suiting for, you know, the Christmas theme. Okay, I'm just going to lighten up this smoke here, and then I am done. So I'm going to use my white luminance pencil. I'm just going to go over all of this smoke to give it more of a smoky effect so it's not super dark. And then I think I'm going to call it a stream. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with these guys yet. I know I'm going to do the snow the same as kind of like this cotton candy snow, I think, or maybe even just little bits of grays or blues and leave it mostly white. I'm not sure about their clothes. I am thinking either a blue or purple poinsettia. And that, for the most part, will finish it. So hopefully I'll be able to post this tomorrow. We'll have to see. Again, I'm not sure what I'm doing with the boys tomorrow, so yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Oh, I do stream tomorrow, actually. What am I thinking? No, tomorrow's Sunday. I'm a day ahead. Yeah, I stream Monday, so I'll be back Monday and Wednesday. And those will be my last two streams for the month of July. My next stream won't be till Vicky's Colorathon, the Disney one, and then I should be back to my normal stream time in September, pending on my job situation, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. But anyways, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me and for joining in on this Colorathon. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Don't forget, if you colored any Christmas or winter themed pictures, to use the hashtags when you post them so I can find them and put them all in an album. And yeah, I think that covers everything. Oh, thank you, everybody. You guys made the event special. Okay, Bunny, I'm waiting. Thanks, Elaine. Joey, once I get all my Black Widows, I could do that. I've got the dark skin tones and the spider set arriving Monday. I'm not sure when I'll be able to afford the other sets, but when I do, I could definitely do something like that. Okay, well, I'll just copy whoever it is that calls them poppies. Bunny, yeah, you have till, well, you can pretty much post it whenever. My hashtag for the month is Coloring Christmas in July, so of course that is only for the month of July, although if anybody did post, you know, later on in July, I'll try and include them, although I usually stop searching in the hashtags for new pictures. But for the Color Me Festive, you can post it whenever. I'll probably keep my eye on that for a while until it like comes to a halt, and then I'll probably stop looking. Did I answer your question there, Bunny? Hopefully that helps. Okay, perfect. So again, guys, thank you so much, and I will probably see you guys Monday, hopefully, or in other streams. Thanks, Mia. All right, everybody, take care. Bye.